Ariana Prothman, and to the outside, the 07 of Brooke Osler. And Charles Prime is going to be shotgun on the field in this one. 3 sport compacts. Ready to do 4 laps around the Hancock County Speedway. As we roll off of turn number 4, we're immediately going to go 3 wide for that lead as Osler and Prime now battle it off into turn number 1. Prime looking on the low side. Osler's up on the high side, running the midline for this opening lap. Osler's going to get the drive down the back straightaway, and he'll take over the lead into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, a little bit of a bobble there by Osler. That'll give a chance for Prime to catch back up and try to make the charge come around. Still Osler, Prime, and Prothman, your running order, your one and only heat race in the IMCA Sport Compacts. Prime's going to hit a little bit higher line that time around, maybe cut it down. Not going to hug up onto the back bumper of Osler as they come around and get 2 laps to go here in their heat race. Osler dove it down low, and Prime's going to go up high and diamond cut's going to try and drive it down the back straightaway. Looking to the inside. Now looking to the high side as come through turns 3 and 4. The white flag is going to come out this time by. 1 lap to go for Osler to try and hold off Prime. Into turn 1 they go. Prime hits the high side to try and get that drive down the back straightaway. Is it going to work for him this time around? Osler gets the drive down the back straightaway, and we're going to sail it into turn number 3. Into turn 3 they go. Osler on the low side, Prime on the high side. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Brooke Osler, your heat race winner, with Prime in second, and the top 3 rounded out by and Ariana Prothman. Hatchback looking thing, white this year rather than the black machine that he had last year. Chase Hansen, Michael Lavrens, your front row for this heat race. Heat race number 1 of 2, I believe. Yes, 2 heat races in your IMCA hobby stocks. Chase Hansen, Micah Lavrens, your front row. Steve Wickman, Lucas Smith, Chris Krug, Nielsen, and Bargloff, your field. As off of turn number 4, we're going to go green flag racing. Rolling into turns 3 and 4. Your front row still the same side by side as they battle it out, but it's going to be Lavrens, your heat race leader, as they sail into turn number 1. Lavrens, your race leader, with Hansen right behind him. Looking to the inside is the 48 of Wickman. Wickman looking onto the inside, but looking at the back bumper of Hansen as they come into turns 3. Now looking to the high side, that's a TA to Brandon Nielsen. Brandon Nielsen hitting the high side. He's going to try and drive it around. It will take over the position. Now chase down your leader as they sail into turn number 1. Nielsen looking at the back of the bumper of Lavrens, and now Wickman's going to hit the high side. Krug's going to split the difference. Hansen, the meat in the middle of the sandwich at the moment, but now the battle for the race lead is on as they go through turns 3 and 4 and off of 4. Lavrens has got company as Nielsen rips it to the high side. He's going to secure the lead this time by. Through turns 1 and 2, Lavrens now trying to catch back up to the TA to Nielsen, but Wickman's in the 3rd spot looking for more. Off of turn number 4, this time it's single file around the Hancock County Speedway. It's Nielsen, Lavrens, Wickman, Krug, and Hansen, your top 5, with Smith and Bargloff rounding out your field for the time being. Through turns 3 and 4 they go. Wickman's looking to the back bumper of Lavrens as the white flag is about to come out. We only got 1 lap to go for Nielsen, and now Wickman's looking to the inside of Lavrens as they come into turn number 1 last time. Down the back straightaway, Wickman thought better of it, has to charge back again, but as they come through turns 3 and 4, and off of 4 this time, it's going to be the T8 of Brandon Nielsen, your heat race winner. Second's going to go to the 0-1 of Labyrinth, then Wickman, Krug, and Hansen, your top 5. Hilenga Farms and Farmers Trust Savings and Banks for being some of our sponsors here at the Hancock County Speedway. Be sure to thank all of our sponsors as the night rolls on. But down the back straightaway, Doge and Beckler giving us a nice, easy pace as we come down the backstretch and off of turn number 4. That'll change in a hurry. Doge, Beckler, Seidels, Bargloff, and Smith. Your 6 cars in heat race number 2 of your IMCA Hobby Stocks here at the Hancock County Speedway. We are green off of turn number 4. Beckler not getting the start that he wanted there as Josh Seidels had to tap the bumper there going down the front straightaway and has to hit the high side to get around him. Mike Smith from the tail battling for the second spot now. Secures the second spot. He's going to want more as he goes through turns 3 and 4. What a run by Mike Smith so far, as off the drop of the green flag, cars didn't get the best jump, but he got a great start as he completed lap number 1 there. He got himself up to the second spot from being shotgun on the field. Now down the back straightaway we go. He's going to be to the inside of Doge going into turn number 3. Drew Bargloff also started on the back row. Now he's on the high side of Jay Seidels. That side by side for lead, side by side for third. Smith had to get off the gas just a little bit to stay off of Doge. Doge is going to lead us into turn number 1 once again, but here comes Bargloff now going to look to the inside of Smith. Smith's going to hit the high side, try to find his way around Doge. Not able to get the momentum. Through turns 3 and 4 they go. Smith up on the high side. He's got the run. Will he have it at the line? He won't have it at the line just yet, but now Bargloff's looking to the inside of Smith. It's going to be a 3-car dance for the top spot in heat race number 2. Down the back straightaway they go, and Doge has a pack of wild dogs right behind him with Drew Bargloff to the inside. Mike Smith on the high side, 3-car situation for the lead, and Josh Seidels waiting in the wings for anything to happen. Mike Smith's going to be the new race leader as we sail into turn number 1. Green flag is high in the air. We got 2 laps to go. Mike Smith being your new race leader as it goes through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Now sailing it into turn number 3. Bargloff's going to look to the inside of Doge to try and get that second spot. But the white flag's going to fly for Mike Smith as he's your race leader into turn number 1. Got a little tail happy through turns 1 and 2, but was able to save the car and keep it driving down the back straightaway in the lead. But now through turns 3 and 4, Mike Smith is going to go see the checkered flag fly for heat race number 2 winner, Mike Smith in the 22. Doge in second, then it's going to be Bargloff, Josh Seidels, and Jay Seidels. And rounding out the field will be the 88B of Tyler Beckler. Once again, I want to thank Masters Manufacturing for bringing tonight's racing action. Also, year-long sponsors, we got Britt Chamber of Commerce, the Hilenga Farms, Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, Landis Cooperative, Truson Auto Parts, Winnebago Land Improvement, Pritchard Auto Company, the Landier family, Doug Studer Farms, Nelson and Son Farms, Brevant Gold Eagle Co-op, McNeese Tire, Com1 Network, Jack's Puppies, Corteva Agriscience, Asmuth Farm Supply, Sense Seed and Service, Napa Auto Parts, Earl's Demo, Swenson Hardware, Lake Mills Motorsports, Cleaning Solutions, Unicover, Masters Manufacturing, Valero, Sukup, Wessels Oil, and KIOW here on Masters Manufacturing Night as we go green flag racing in your IMCA Sport Hub Pass. Osler's going to drive it off to the early race lead as Prothman's going to find their way to the back. As problems for Osler, as Osler has no power going to the back straightaway. Now it's going to be Prime, your race leader. Osler pulls it to the infield, will be done for this feature as Prime is now your race leader. And it's going to be a 2-car shootout for the win. Prime, your race leader. Prothman trying to chase him back down. Winding the cars through turns 3 and 4. Prime's able to get the drive back off as Prothman hits the high side, trying to keep that momentum up in that 75 car. Chasing Prime back down as they roll into turn number 1. Down the back straightaway, it's still going to be Prime, your race leader, with Prothman trying to chase him back down. Through turns 3 and 4, Prime has got a good line through the center of the track. Prothman trying to find any line that they can to get down the front straightaway and back up to the back bumper of the 7 of Prime. And down the back straightaway, Prime's able to get a little bit more of a gap over Prothman that time by. As they come off of turn number 4, we're going to see cross flags. We got 4 laps in, 4 laps to go in your IMCA Sport Compacts. Through turns 3 and 4, with just a few times to go, Prime still your race leader, with Prothman trying to chase him back down. Through turns 3 and 4, Prime hits a little bit higher line this time to see if that will work better for him. Gets the momentum up and drives it down the front straightaway with a little extra gap between him and Prothman. Prime still your race leader, no change in the field, as Osler had to pull it off early on in the race and ended up getting, I think the clutch might have won out in the 07 machine, as now there's a push truck behind him. But down the front straightaway they go. The green flag's going to go high in the air. We got 2 laps to go in this feature. Prime your leader, with Prothman trying to chase him back down in the 75. Through turns 3 and 4 this time, Prime's able to get a little bit further gap ahead of Prothman, as Prothman's not quite falling away to the wayside as quickly as it did in the heat race, but still not quite sure if Prothman has anything for Prime as they go through turns 1 and 2 one last time. Through turns 3 and 4, one last time to the double checkered flag. It's prime time for Charles Prime in the 7P, taking home the feature win in your IMCA Sport Compacts. Second's going to go to the 75 of Ariana Prothman, and credited with third will be the 07 of Brooke Osler. Belts off and climbing out of the window, Charles Prime, making it prime time here tonight as he takes home the feature win in your IMCA Sport Compacts. Well, that worked out for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
How was the track out there, and how did everything feel?
Oh, it was great. It was one of the best tracks I think we've had all year.
Well, it certainly worked out for you. Did you have any pressure from Prothman back behind you?
I did, but I just kind of ran my own race and made sure I hit the marks I wanted to hit.
You got to thank to put it here in victory lane.
I got to thank my family, especially my wife, for putting up with me, especially during race season. All my friends that help out, and that's about it.
Well, you certainly got a lot of support, especially with the wife putting up with you on racing season. We all know that's a hard one. Charles Prime, your IMCA Sport Compact feature winner. Row 4 to the inside, we see the 91 of Chris Krug, and to the outside, the 45 of Drew Bargloff. The T8 of Brandon Nielsen goes to the inside of row number 5, to the outside, the 22 of Mike Smith. The 14L of Lucas Smith goes to the inside of row 6, to the outside, the 88B of Tyler Beckler, and shotgun on the field will be the 48X of Derek Bargloff. Pace truck is making its way off the track to clear the field, as we're going to be going green this next time by. Clearing the carbs as they come down the back straightaway. Hansen and Doge, your front row. And it's going to be Labyrinth and Wickman and the Seidels, row number 3. Green flag is out for Hobby Stock Racing. Hansen's going to lead us into turn number 1 with Doge to his high side. It's still 2 by 2 by look at a 4-pack. 4 wide down the back straightaway as Krug thinks better of it. Nielsen down to the low side into the inside of the 28 of Seidels. It's a Nielsen, Seidels as we're almost 3 wide. Almost thinking 4 wide, but it ended up being a 2 wide situation. Down the front straightaway left one goes to the 10 of Doge. Flip-flop the numbers, and it's going to be the 10, your leader, 0-1 in second. Now look at Wickman driving to the inside. It's going to be a 4-car dash for the race lead as they go to turn number 3. Wickman looks to the inside of Doge, and Doge hits the high side, but here comes Nielsen on the low side. It's a 3-car dance for the top spot. Doge was your race leader that time by, but here comes Nielsen to the inside of Wickman. It's a 3-car tussle, 3 wide down the backstretch. Now 3 wide for second as here comes Mike Smith to play. Mike Smith says, hey, I want to throw my hat in the ring on this battle. As also look at Josh Seidels. Seidels on the high side making a 4-car battle for that second spot as Nielsen now takes away the lead. Down the back straightaway they go, and here comes Mike Smith battling up in that second spot to try and battle back for the lead. He's going to hit the high side on Nielsen. Nielsen's got company with Smith on the high side. It's going to be side by side down the front straightaway. 3 cars battling for the third spot as Wickman still the meat in the middle of that sandwich. New leader that time by, that was Mike Smith taking over the race lead. Down the back straightaway they go. Bargloff to the inside of Doge for that third spot. Seidels got into the back of Doge a little bit to upset the car, but Doge able to drive away from Seidels for the time being. Smith, your race leader. Then it's Nielsen. Doge holding on to third for the time being as Bargloff looks to the inside. Down the back straightaway they go. It's going to be Bargloff taking over that third spot. Bargloff now takes over the third spot and slips up to the high side to try and close the door on Doge, but leaves the lane open for him. And now Josh Seidels is going to look to the inside, trying to battle back around Doge this time. Meanwhile, well out front, it's the 22 of Mike Smith, followed by Nielsen in the T8. Bargloff holding out a third spot. Now Josh Seidels finally able to get around the 10X of Doge. Your top 3 singled out. It's a battle for that 4th spot as Seidels is able to get by Wickman. Wickman able to get by Doge, and Krug trying to find his way around that battle. Mike Smith, still your race leader, as now we have a battle for the 2nd spot shaping up. As Drew Bargloff has caught the back bumper of the T8 of Nielsen. Bargloff going to look to the inside. Not quite able to get the drive that time by, and Bargloff's able to drive away down the back straightaway for the time being. Through turns 3 and 4 again this time, Bargloff drives it deep into turn number 3. And here comes Nielsen with a run on the high side. He's able to get the spot back away from Bargloff. Into turn 1 they go. Now Bargloff hits the high side. Nielsen hits the low side. Battle for the 2nd spot raging on well behind your race leader, the 22 of Mike Smith, as we see the green go high in the air. We got 2 laps to go for the 22 of Mike Smith. Side by side for the 2nd spot, as now Nielsen's to the inside of Bargloff. Bargloff trying to rip around the high side, and he will do so off of turn number 2. Bargloff takes over the 2nd spot, but well behind your race leaders. We got a car around in turn number 4, and that'll throw the yellow flag and throw this race all into question. Tyler Beckler went around at turn number 4, not able to get the car going in time, and the caution had to be waived. Not the caution that Mike Smith wanted to see in the 22, as he had that race in the bag. Mike Smith's got some hard chargers coming after him as they take this green flag, but he had them all under wraps, and let's see if he can keep on the way he's been going in this feature race. As off of turn number 4 this time, we are back to green flag racing. Nielsen's going to drive it down to the low side, turn number 1 and 2, but he's not going to be able to get the drive. Now Bargloff is up closer to the back bumper of Mike Smith, but Mike Smith is able to get the drive down the back straightaway and hit the high side, turn number 3. Josh Seidels looking to the inside of Wickman as they come down the front straightaway. White flag is in the air. We got 1 lap to go. Mike Smith charging from a 10th position starting spot, made his way up to the front, and through turns 3 and 4 and off of 4, he sees the checkered flag wave for him on Masters Manufacturing Night. Mike Smith, your feature winner. Drew Bargloff in second, Brandon Nielsen in third, then it's Wickman and Seidels, your top 5. Gonna climb up and out of the car. How about a hand for the 22 of Mike Smith, your feature winner. You don't have matching fire suits this week.
No, I didn't expect to have 2 cars this year, and I just can't thank my dad enough. He busted his ass all week, or after Wednesday, getting this car ready for here, and we're just trying a bunch of different things, and I don't know, they all seem to be working pretty well, and at least this was a better win than last week, even though I didn't win, but...
Yeah, well, last week was last week. This week is this week. How was the track out there, and how was that drive to go from the 10th spot up to the top spot?
That was good racing. I mean, I at the beginning, I worked the bottom to get by those guys, and then once I got into second, I thought I'd try the top, and I tried the top, and I didn't see nobody after I went to the top, so I can't complain.
Well, they were trying to catch back up to you for sure. Mike Smith, your feature winner of the IMCA Hobby Stocks here on Masters Manufacturing Night here at the Hancock County Speedway.